What is good, you guys? We're back with another video, and I apologize for not getting that post-game recap out last night, but I didn't feel too bad about it because I gave y'all a 40-minute podcast yesterday with Alex Hoops, so go ahead and watch that. And we talked a little bit of finals in this, and I'm about to talk about a little bit finals in this before I get into the meat and potatoes, the title of this video, you feel what I'm saying? But let's talk about the NBA Finals because it ties in to my real topic and the title of the vid. It was a really good game, man. Chris Middleton. I seen this tweet on Twitter. It was like a cycle of Chris Middleton. It was like getting criticized or being bad, getting criticized by media, becoming underrated again, playing better, then becoming prime MJ, and then starts playing bad again. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's at the prime MJ point because it felt like he could not miss in that fourth quarter, especially, and he carried that team. He really carried that team offensively at times in that game. Drew Holiday had another bad game. Giannis played really well on the defensive end and had some key buckets for them, especially in transition. But he started off slow, especially after he just didn't look right condition-wise, you know what I'm saying? He looked like tired at points. Like maybe he plays so hard that and sometimes I think he just gets tired, like way too tired. That's how hard he plays, and we love Giannis for that. So shout out to him. But yeah, Chris Middleton looked like freaking Kobe tonight once again, man. So shout out to him. Let's get into the Suns. Let's get into the freaking Suns right quick. Chris Paul. This is my first game that I can feel like, oh, I can criticize Chris Paul. You know, it's been all love for Chris Paul this playoffs, and rightfully so. It's been all love, rightfully so. But I just feel like it's been like too much, you know. Like everything is Chris Paul, everything is that. So it's like we're coming back to reality a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not a Chris Paul hater. It's just like it's so much Chris Paul, and we talk about Chris Paul, and he has a bad game today, and everybody's pulling back on it like they always do. 10 points, so a couple turnovers and a couple key turnovers. He the only time I felt like he was scoring when Devin Booker went out the game. Devin Booker was in the game, he wasn't scoring at all. He had 6 straight points when Devin Booker went out for foul trouble, and he had 10 points total. You know what I'm saying? So he just needed to be more aggressive, stop turning over the ball, and he'll be perfectly fine for next game. I do not anticipate for him to have another bad game, especially like that, because that's just not Christopher Emmanuel Paul, as some may say. Deandre Ayton, not a great game offensively, and Deandre Ayton is our topic of the video, so we'll talk about him more in a little bit, but not a great game offensively, only 6 points. Good on the boards like he always is, and that block that Giannis had on him, dude, bro was right here, and Ayton was over here. Ayton was like, say Ayton was right here, and Giannis is over here. This man Giannis, his back is face to DeAndre Ayton, and he literally turns around out of nowhere, takes one step, and blocks it. The recovery time on that is it's insane. I just don't even know what to say about that. It's literally insane. Shout out to Giannis. DeAndre Ayton now with a great game. Jay Carter stopped flopping. PJ Tucker stopped fouling. And that's all I got for the game, because this is not a whole post-game recap video. I just want to talk about it for a little bit. Let's get into the real topic of this vid. Something new I'm going to be doing on this channel for this channel and for TikTok that I'm doing on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, man. Please. I'm going to be doing daily NBA posts and basketball posts as a whole on there. So if you want to be involved and interact with that, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Link in bio. But today, I had a very interesting poll, and I was trying to see if the people that were voting were getting into recency bias or not. And it seems like they got to recency bias. And the question is, obviously, you see the title of the video, is A&A top 5 center? 64% said yes, and 36% said no. The fact that 64% thinks that he's a top 5 center right now just shows that most people are tapped into recency bias, which is perfectly fine. There's just some of the people that follow me are casual fans. That's perfectly fine. But you got Nikola Jokic, you got Joel Embiid, Karl-Anthony Towns, but I think it's becoming super underrated, which I talked in my podcast with Alex Hoops. You got Bam Adebayo, and who was the 5th one? Rudy Gobert. Those 5 centers, and you could argue guys like Jonas Valanciunas and Nikola Vucevic are better than them because Ayton hasn't showed this elite level of defense and production on offense for most of the regular season, good at the end of the regular season than all of the playoffs. So you could say it's a small sample size, and that's why you put Vucevic and Valanciunas over him. But I personally have him at the 6 to 7 range, and that's me being a huge DeAndre Ayton fan. But for people to say that he's already a top 5 center in the league is it's a no-go, man. It's a complete no-go. Alright, for the second and last poll I'm going to look at in my Instagram story today is Giannis a top 4 player in the NBA? And 73% said yes, 27% says no. I've said in the past in my post-game recaps, I'm not a Giannis critic, and I'm not a Giannis fan. I have a friend that's a super Giannis fan, and I believe in my heart of hearts, like, when all this comes out, I do believe, this may be because I'm a Mavs fan, but I do believe Luka Doncic is on that level with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is he better? Is he tied? I'm not sure, but the engine that Luka is and the production that he showed in that series against the Clippers is legendary. It's generational, and I'm not sure if Giannis can do stuff like that. Although he did have that 40 points, but with that, but Luka creates his shots anywhere. He gets all of his teammates involved, and I think that may be a little bit more valuable. But Giannis is a dominant force in the league. Is he top 4? We got Curry, we got KD, and we have LeBron. Now, he's not top 3 at all. Those are the 3. Maybe you can say LeBron's kind of, nah, I'm not going to get into that. Top 4, you can say Kawhi, you could talk about Luka. Those are the 2 that are even close to taking him out of the top 4. Now, recency bias wise, right now, Giannis is at 2 40-point games, and Kawhi Leonard is hurt just towards ACL. So Kawhi Leonard is out of the media. He's out of the limelight right now. We don't remember how he had a Game 7 2 performances back-to-back to beat the Mavs. We don't remember him in that Utah series at the beginning. We don't remember all that, you know. He was literally a robot in that Mavs series. He was a robot. He could not miss. He could not miss. I remember it vividly. And bro, the mid-range, every single time, you knew exactly what he was going to do, and he pulled out at that elbow 10 to 12 times a game and made it every single time. I remember that because, well, look at my backboard, you know. So yeah, they're super duper close. They're both elite defenders. They're good at offense in their own ways. They're really, really good at offense in their own ways. But I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard over Giannis. This may be a hot take. Giannis is definitely top 5 in my opinion. You could say him and Luka are tied. I don't want to talk about it. I think if you say Giannis is out of your top 5, you're kind of hating a little bit. So I'm going to just go ahead and put him in the top 5. But in my opinion, I think Kawhi Leonard is better than him by just a little bit. Just because his offensive game is a little bit better in my opinion, because he can facilitate for his teammates and also score in bunches just like Giannis can. And also he is the clutch guy. He is the one that makes the shot at the end of the game, and we have to talk about it. Somebody else has to do that for Giannis, and that's just the fact. That's just what it is, and you can't run away from that fact. So I think I have Giannis at 5, Kawhi at 4. My audience, 73% said yes, 27% says no. Maybe later I'll put who's better, Kawhi Leonard or Giannis, and we'll see what happens there. But if you like these Instagram polls and me talking about it and these little mixed videos of me just talking about everything basketball, go ahead and like and sub on the video if you haven't already. Like and sub and comment if you want more reaction videos. Everything from me, I'm still posting daily. Even when the finals are over, I'm posting daily. Still gonna be on this grind, trying to get to 500 subs as fast as possible. And I'll see you guys next time, man.